You guys asked for it, so here's a day in my life. I woke up at 6 a.m. because I wanted to see the sunrise, and I was sadly disappointed because it was super cloudy and there was no sunrise. But the beach was super nice and super peaceful, and nobody was there because it was considered chilly since it was 70 degrees Fahrenheit out, which is a joke to me. It's not chilly at all. It's super nice. But there was this cool little crane, so I hung out with the crane for a second, and then I decided to play real-life Minecraft and go exploring and try to find this cold stone. It's on the beach, like it's right there. So I decided to walk around and try to find it. It took me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but it was kind of fun to play Minecraft in real life. Minecraft still blows my mind because when we were in elementary school, my brother found it on YouTube somewhere, and then we played it all the time. And I thought it was just gonna die. It was a cool, fun game, but no one really knew about it. And now it's one of like the biggest games out there, which cracks me up. Whether you've played Minecraft or not, I 10 out of 10 recommend putting your camera on yourself and walking around, finding a new place you've never been to before, then speed it up and watch it. It'll feel like you're in a video game, and it's pretty fun. When I finally found the location I was looking for, it was a great feeling, and it really did feel like a video game. My next challenge was that the door was locked, but we solved that problem as well. And now I'm here, but I'm all alone in a store that I don't know, which is always a tricky problem, but I'm just gonna pretend like I'm supposed to be here. And look at these cool buckets they have. When you first get to the store, the first step is always the same. You wanna go turn on the stone, because nobody wants to work at warm stone and no one wants to eat ice cream off of a warm stone. So the first step is always to turn on the compressor for the stone. The stone functions just like a freezer that you would have in your house, but instead of it freezing the back wall of your freezer, it freezes the stone. I figured since I'm here, I might as well get the stone ready, but then I got sidetracked because I could see the ocean out there, and I tried to show you, but it's not working because the good old sunshine out there. But let's see if I can make this. Ooh, I made it. I never make it. All right, turn on all the light switches, and then now we're gonna wash our hands. I'll be an honest man, and I'll admit when I'm wrong, and today I'm wrong. When you first get there, the first thing you should actually do is wash your hands, even before you turn on the stone. But as my good friend Hannah always says, nobody's perfect. Now that everyone has forgiven me, let's go ahead and lather our hands up. You want to make sure you get the water on your hands first and then add the soap. I don't know why that's the steps, but that's what you're supposed to do. And then you're going to scrub your hands together for quite some time and make sure you get them nice and clean, and then you're going to rinse all that soap off. Do you like having tons of soap on your hands? I don't know what's wrong with me, but whenever I wash my hands, I put like 3 pumps of soap. I don't know if that's being wasteful or what, but I just like having a lot of soap on my hands. Then we're going to dry our hands off, and it is time to finish setting up the stone since I messed up earlier. So we need to get all of our cold toppings out of the fridge and put them on there. But they put these little plastic things down first, so we're going to grab those so we can put our toppings on them. And then we might as well grab this stuff while we're here to put in the spade well. This is my 13th store. What in the world is that? It's so interesting how everything is so much alike but also so different all at the same time every time I go to a new store. I'm sure you never thought about it, but all this stuff comes apart for the spade well. And then we're going to go ahead and set down these little tile things. I've never actually worked at a store that had these, and I'm glad I saw that she used them last night because I definitely would not have put them there. Every other store I've worked at, we have this little mat thing that we roll out. It kind of is like a drawer saver or something like that. It's not like what they call it at the store. But you usually would just have one of those that's cut to the size that you need. Now let's go ahead and get all of our toppings out. I'm going to botch this so bad. I have no idea what order they put things in, so I'm just going to pretend like I know and just do whatever I think is right, and we'll just go with it there. Right there, I accidentally grabbed extra yellow cake, so you just want to grab one of each topping. The rest in here are just backups. These plastic containers that they all come in are called Cambros, or if you want to be really weird, like some people I've met, they call them Cambrios, but I don't know why you add extra letters in there and make extra sounds. That's just weird, but yeah, don't call them that. Cambros, not Cambrios. And then we're going to go ahead and put our Cambros onto the stone. I don't know why that one has no lid on it. I'm not sure, but we're going to go ahead and put these all out. They're kind of normally as an order. I usually put like all the fruit on one side and then all the other stuff on the other side, but we'll kind of just see what happens. I don't know what their order is. I don't know if you saw my video the other day, but the stone actually can move around. And so if you didn't know, the metal piece underneath it is actually what freezes the stone, and the stone just sits on top. And then these toppings have that little divider in between, so these toppings actually get to stay cold, but they don't freeze because they're not touching the bottom. That's why we put those plastic things down. And then if you look behind them, those are all the toppings that don't need to be cold. That's why they're off the stone and they're just sitting on the counter back there. You guys always want to know what my favorite topping is, and I'd say it's probably Oreos. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Oreos. They're just so good, especially in sweet cream because it's like Oreos and milk. Oh, it's so good. But thinking about that makes me want to know, how about you? What is your favorite topping, and what is your favorite ice cream to get it in? I really like almonds too. Oh, this is so hard. You guys always ask me what my favorite stuff is, and I never can decide. I'm not good at favorites. I'm a very indecisive person because I like a lot of things. I don't want to narrow it down to just one. All right, so while you decide on what topping is your favorite, I'll kind of show you all of them since we're right here. Oh, wait, actually, no. We got to go get our scrapers. So the stone's pretty much set up. We just got to go get our scrapers, and I think that might be it. I always forget the scrapers, though, so I'm so proud of myself that I remembered. Whenever I used to go live on TikTok, you'd actually always remind me to remember the scrapers and the tongs because those are the two things that I always forget. And now that I'm thinking about it, I did forget the utensils, so we don't have spoons or tongs either. So let's put our spades in here, and then let's go ahead and put our scrapers in the spade well here. All right, so before we go get the tongs and the spoons, let's go ahead and just put these toppings out because we're already out here, so we're not walking back and forth a million times. But the problem with that is I always start multitasking, and then I'm going to end up forgetting the spoons and the tongs. That's what always happens, so just help me remember. That's how it always goes. I need you to help me remember, because if you don't, then what's gonna happen is the first customer is gonna come in, and then I'm gonna go scoop out their toppings, and my hand's just gonna go to nothing because there's no spoon there. It's happened way too many times. That's probably the one thing that I forget the most about this job is forgetting to put out my spoons and my tongs. I know I told you guys that this is my 13th location, but one thing I always find funny is the order that people put these in is so different everywhere, and I never can understand why. I always had a specific reason why I put everything where I put it at the location that I manage, but most other places seem so random. Like, I don't know if this one's like color coded or what. Like, it kind of seems like they went with that color coding vibe, but I don't get it. I'm just confused. Can somebody please just enlighten me? Technically speaking, every topping should get their own spoon, but in reality, it just doesn't ever end up working out that way. All the spoons will be all over the place by the end of the night, but for those of you concerned, if you have an allergy, you can always ask for it to be made in the back, and then you don't have to worry about cross contact. So we set everything up and we made some content, so it's time to go home. But before I leave and go work on these videos, I want to show you guys how close this place is to the beach. It blows my mind. It's literally right there. Isn't that insane? The water is just chilling right here. So that's why this store gets so busy, because all these people can just head in right from the ocean and just go right in and go get some ice cream. But it's super cool. Imagine having a stressful day at work and then getting to chill on the beach after. If you've made it far enough to meet my little friend, this little lizard, you get to help me name him, and he's also our emoji of the day. So throw little lizards down in the comments and tell me what his name should be. It seems like I'm saying bye, but I'm really just saying hi because you guys never actually get to see my face. But this is my room. This is my view when I get to edit my videos. And then after I finish editing some videos and posting them, I decided to go to the gym. I've been really neglecting myself, honestly, from posting videos all the time. It sounds kind of weird to say, but making content is addicting, and there's some unhealthy consequences of that. Like me editing and sitting in my bed all the way until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and not getting up or eating or doing anything. So I've been trying to be better and make sure I'm eating food and working out again, and I'm doing better. So this is baby steps, but it's still progress, so I'm happy. But thank you guys so much for making it to the end. Don't forget to name our little lizard friend, and I just hope you guys have a great rest of your day. This was so fun. Let me know if you want more videos like this or what kind of stuff you guys want to see, because I'm still learning.